Is IVE copying NewJeans? But who was making Stray Kids Felix act like a cat? Of course, more Itzy and aespa comparisons, the Ningning and Shotaro drama, wardrobe malfunctions, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And as always, feel free to skip through to whatever subject interests you the most. So let's go. First of all, I've been seeing an increase in comments about my weight, which is rude, but what can I do? It's not illegal. I mean, whatever, weight comments, I'll get that all the time, I guess. Even like the skinniest people get comments calling them fat. Like, I literally cannot take that comment serious anymore. When you guys are literally calling everyone fat, it just loses its pizzazz. So of course we need to start with IVE and NewJeans. What have IVE been doing that is so similar to NewJeans? So here's the post in question. IVE's activity is way too similar to NewJeans. So here we have Danielle. Of course, she's sang the Korean version of Part of Your World for the movie The Little Mermaid. And there was a little video for it. It was quite cute. We have some underwater vibes here. Actually, let's pull up the video. 14 million views 7 months ago. Anyways, just like a little video like that, a little video, 14 million views, not quite little, but you get what I mean, right? She is singing with a dark background amongst scenery of the movie. Anyways, very magical. But Yujin did something similar. She sang the Korean version of a Wish song, also seemingly with a music video as well, where she is singing against a dark background. Let's go look it up. Oh. So it's just a teaser as of now. I don't have the whole video, but we get the gist of it, right? Okay, but it's a little purple, you know, they spice it up. Anyway, it's not important right now. So here's what this post says. NewJeans did Coca-Cola, and then IVE did Pepsi. And NewJeans went with the triple title, and IVE went with the triple title too. And Danielle did dubbing for a Disney movie, and now NewJeans is dubbing for a Disney too. I mean, they're not wrong, but they're also... But I also can't say that they're right. I mean, you want to talk about ad songs? I got plenty up my sleeve. Did you know 21? Did you know 21 and Big Bang did a song for the Lollipop phone? And then Blackpink also released a song for Samsung? You'll never believe your eyes. Oh my god. Should I just start writing on forums? I have so many ideas. Literally. That's a little suspicious to me. Awesome screen, awesome camera, long-lasting battery life, lollipop. Then when it comes to triple title tracks, I mean, that's just capitalism for you. K-pop idols just consistently need to shoot out stuff. Who else did triple title tracks? Triple title tracks. Okay, maybe I take it back. A lot of tracks though, but I'm sure we could blame Blackpink for that somewhere along the line. And Danielle did dubbing for a Disney movie, and now Anyujin is dubbing for Disney too. Hyodin did it for Frozen. I don't know. It stopped being funny a while ago, but I digress. So let's check out the comments. Pepsi has been doing business with Starship since 2018, and they always included their artists in their collabs for their campaigns. As of right now, Jung Young has been in a Pepsi song in 2021, 2022, and now 2023. Who's copying who now? Cut it down already. But what does it have to do with Disney? You think that because NewJeans did it, Starship contacted Disney to put them in? Are you insane? But I've already did Pepsi before NewJeans. Yutini isn't even dubbing, she's just covering a song from Disney. I like both of them, but stop this bullshit, Ajuma. IVE's triple title track was so hilarious. So there we have it. I thought we could start this video off with some very fun allegations. What do you think? I saw this article about protecting Stray Kids Felix because of a specific fan call that he was in, and I immediately thought to the fan call I had just seen not too long ago where he was, I'm not going to say forced to act like a cat because we do have free will and everything. But he was made to act like a cat in this fan call. So I thought that was what the article was talking about. However, that's like half the story apparently. Netizens demand change after Stray Kids Felix is again disrespected during fan call. This is a tale as old as time, not really, probably just a couple years old. People saying and or doing weird things during fan calls, posting it online themselves only for there to be a backlash towards that individual. So what happened this time? Let's check it out. So in this fan call, it seems that the OP wants to apologize to Felix because he's no longer her bias and that Hyunjin stole her from him. Let's just watch it.
I guess use this time to say 미안해요 and apologize.
So That means sorry, just in case nobody knows.
Because you were my bias when I first discovered Stray Kids, and then Hyunjin stole me.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't answer. So,
no, I know you are still one of my biases, but Hyunjin kind of took the lead. So
okay, man. It's okay. I mean, that's fine. It's just like basically, yeah, like you're with me and then you cheated on me. I'm used to it.
Oh no, that's not a good thing to be used to.
So it seems some fans are really upset with this fan call, tweeting, you know, JYPE protect Felix, hashtag respect Felix. Now, there are some people who do think it is an overreaction. So here are some comments underneath this tweet that is sharing the video. Of course, the JYPE protect Felix. I'm sorry, but y'all are overreacting, saying you're my second favorite, which is basically what she said is not offensive, nor was she laughing at him. Was it a bit clumsy to say? Yes, but not disrespectful or offensive. We don't know the context either. Y'all are being so overdramatic. I mean, it was not disrespectful at all. I do agree that it is not necessary to say, though I also think he didn't even care about that. We have some more here. I'm used to it. We don't dare to imagine how many times Stays disrespected Felix in fan calls in bubble messages, I'm assuming, bubble community. That's not a bubble. What? It's sad that Stays are Felix's first priority, but we don't give him the love and support that he deserves. Wasting your fan call with someone you're supposed to love just to basically laugh in his face by telling him he's not your favorite idol anymore is weird and not funny at all. Why would you disrespect him like that? But of course, I would have loved to know what you think of this, because I'm going to be really honest. It's not that bad. Okay, hear me out here. You know damn well there are plenty of fan calls where there's much worse things being said. Now, is this something that I would personally tell an idol? I don't think so. But also in the end, it does seem kind of like fun banter, because she's like, you know, I was stolen from you. And I think we have, well, I don't know. Maybe we don't have all this understanding that we don't belong to idols. Idols don't belong to us. But it just, I don't know. My mind went to the cat one, so I was just a little confused. And this is the fan call I saw that people were saying was super disrespectful. Now, again, this isn't something I would say to my idol if I were in a fan call with them, just because I wouldn't want like any misunderstandings. But he does play with it super well. You know, like he even jokes around like, you cheated on me, I'm used to it. To me, it does more or less seem like banter. Of course, let me know what you think in the comments about specifically what was said. Because on top of everything, she does also say like, you're still my bias, like you're still one of my biases. So it wasn't anything like, you know, oh, okay, here, I need to sit Felix down right now and I have to inform you that you're no longer my bias. Actually, Hyunjin is my bias. And I just felt the need to tell you that information. To me, it was like, this is my interpretation again. It felt more like she was joking around, because she does say in the end, you know, no, you're still part of my bias line, but it felt more like a joke, and he was joking around with it as well. My first thought when I read that headline was that fan call where he was made to act like a cat. And again, we all have free will, I get that.
Yes, the picture, you're the kitten, and he's your owner, so let's start it.
I just got it. Like I didn't at first when I read, I was like, so the kitty, the picture is of the kitten and the kitten is Felix's owner. That's what I understood. But now I'm getting it like Felix is the kitten and the guy holding him is his owner. I don't know. Oh my God.
Okay. Hey, sweetie, I miss you so much. What did you do when I was not at home?
yeah.
Stop it immediately. Meow. Okay.
Okay, so it will be a few days till I go back home. Can you come closer to the camera? Can you come closer to the camera? Please show me your paws.
I need a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. What person do you want me to?
Granted, he's going along with it. We do hope that idols have the ability to say no to these requests if they want to. And we hope so. We hope this is just a cringy, funny moment to add to compilations and nothing more than that. Anyways, and with that, the pause to show me your paws. I'll leave you with the following question as well. If you were in a fan call, okay, and someone was, you know, asking you to pretend you're a cat, would you go with it? Just be honest. Be honest. I'm not going to judge you. Because to be honest, like if the mood struck and the person was nice, I might do it. I don't know. I might. I don't know. Okay, so previously we talked about how people people were mistaking Itzy for aespa and also comparing them to Blackpink. But you know, when it comes to any girl group doing absolutely anything, you know Blinks are going to insert themselves. It's the way of the world, the natural order of things. We can't do anything about it. But we're left with people still comparing Itzy and aespa together, especially after Itzy have released their music video for Born to Be. However, there are a ton of comparisons going around about the two music videos. So if we see aespa's drama music video versus Itzy's Born to Be music video, they're both quite dark with pops of red. Are they similar? Absolutely. I wouldn't deny any type of similarity here. Now, presumably it takes time to come up with a concept, to film a music video, edit the music video, have everything fall into place. So is this necessarily that someone at Itzy headquarters saw how popular aespa's drama was and decided to copy it? I would doubt that personally. I think they both happen to be quite similar, especially since it is quite dark with a red bottom. But does it remind you of Monster by Silly and Irene? Maybe not so much. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. Maybe like not at all, actually. Scratch that. I didn't say anything. And I was scrolling through TikTok this morning and this one popped up and even the top comment. Itzy copying aespa? No, Itzy has always had this concept. Why are y'all copying Saudi though? They're giving aespa, especially Tiz giving Ning. Why are toxic aespa fans here? But I digress. What do you think of the similarities? You know, of course I think there are similarities, but is this not what we've been wanting from both groups? Like when aespa changed their concept, people were like, what up? No, both groups were kind of going in a different direction and people were kind of wanting this pull back to something else. But theoretically, it wouldn't surprise me if like the heads of the companies were seeing pushback from fans while these groups were doing slightly different things, but they're going back more to something that worked for them in the past. But of course, let me know what you think. It's dangerous being an idol out there and even looking in someone's direction. Can you imagine physical contact? So there's been this clip going around of Ningning literally lightly putting her hand on Shotaro's arm. The minute I saw that clip and people adding lovey-dovey music to it, I knew something was gonna happen. So let's take a look at the clip. And it's always like the worst quality clips, super zoomed in. They're literally so in love. It's the shiny replay playing in the background sped up version that's just really putting the mood to this. So yeah, essentially they're at, I think it's Music Bank. So they're at KBS Music Bank Global Festival and there's a bunch of groups on stage and they pass each other and she just, you know, lightly taps his arm, I don't know, as a show of support, you know? Which unfortunately led to some people debating on whether or not it was appropriate. Ningning, who held Rise's arm while leaving. That is so funny because what was being held? I don't think anything was being held necessarily. It was a split second. Isn't she just greeting them? You can't even see her hold his arm. Meanwhile, everyone is bashing on Ningning because you guys are all insane. What a turnoff. Looks like SM boy groups fandom are still overly conscious of their label mate female idols sticking with their oppas. I still remember they did that against Sully or Taeyeon in the past. Talk about history repeating itself. I don't know what this is referring to. You can't even tell she held his arm. It just looks like she passed by and slightly touched him. Anyways, this was such a short instance. Who cares? Seriously, those Ajmas, they were bashing on IVE, Isa and Idol, and now it's Ningning's turn. The one top fandom for being the biggest enemy to women. Was it necessary? It's not like they're off stage. Must she? Why is she like that? Here are some more comments. The jealousy of women is so scary. If you're pretty, you can't act like that. Thinking from the point of view of Rise fans, greeting him while touching does feel like crossing a line. Was it really necessary? Ningning, please use your head a bit. She did very much touch him though. Ningning is obsessed with boys. Of course, as always, let me know what you think of this situation. Okay, so we have a couple wardrobe malfunctions that we need to talk about. Most notably, aespa's Karina and Twice's Nayeon. Now, when it comes to Karina, people are already on edge with her, thinking that she's mistreated, thinking that specifically when it comes to styling, like the stylist must have it out against her. There's something going on at SM headquarters that is making this poor girl consistently have so many styling mistakes. Previously, we covered that she had like a pin or a needle sticking out of her arm. We've seen she has mismatched match shoes at times, skirts that are too long that she could trip over. So here is the newest addition to Karina's ever-growing list of wardrobe malfunctions. aespa fans criticize Karina's stylist due to multiple wardrobe malfunctions. Some of them could be dangerous. Okay, so it starts off with this. No matter how careful K-pop stylists are, it seems to be impossible to prevent any wardrobe malfunctions from happening during performances, especially for dance-intensive artists. So we have here iKON, and Jun ripped his pants. Is there a member named Jun in iKON? This feels like a fever dream. I mean, just to preface this, it happens. It's going to continuously happen. As long as clothes aren't indestructible, there's going to be something that can go wrong. If something can go wrong, it will most likely go wrong. I've mentioned this before. You can absolutely not consider every single possibility, every single outcome. But anyways, so here we have the picture in question. It took me a while to really understand what was going on here, but if we zoom in, it seems that it's about to rip. Like the strap is about to rip off. Multiple times she's been dressed in tops with tiny straps that have either almost broken off or have broken off completely. Here we have an example of a strap that has completely broken off. Okay, so then these are more examples of things that have happened to her before. The bottom of her shoe breaking off. Then we have the needle example once again. Her almost tripping on her skirt. 2 different shoes. Why does this always happen to Karina? Hire a better styling team and staff at SM Town Global. This could have been a very serious wardrobe malfunction, and this isn't even the first time. So I do want to discuss this a little bit, just a little bit, because from what I understand, like the clear strap things are just there. They're kind of like safety shorts, if anything. Because as far as I know, I feel like the tops are able to stay on by themselves, but you just have that extra added added layer of safety. This is just from what I understand, because I often see tops that look just super secure and you're wondering why there are the straps there to begin with. But I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I've just seen like plenty of tops that really don't need the straps at all, but they're there and they're visible. They feel like a safety layer, if anything. Actually, if we go back to that example over here, the top still seems pretty well structured and ultimately unaffected by it. But don't get me wrong, like I hear your frustration. Some of you got mad in the last video where I was like, you know, stuff happens sometimes. I hear your frustrations. I mean, this is the Inkigayo picture again. Okay, picture Karina on the Inkigayo stage with that denim top. Do you really think those thin little clear plastic, not even plastic, I don't know what the material is. Do you really think those are going to hold her up? Do you think in any world those are actually keeping her safe and sound? No, I think they're there just for funsies, to be honest. So if they break off, she's gonna be fine, but it's just an extra layer of safety. That's my personal opinion. Because in this picture, and I'll link the picture below because I cannot show it for fear of having my 48th copyright claim by SBS. But there's no way that those little straps, those little clear straps that people are angered about, are holding up all that material while she's singing and dancing. There's no way. But do you know what I mean? It's like safety shorts. They're there to be there. They're a nuisance, but they're there. So here's some more comments. The different heel heights are so dangerous too. Very dangerous, and I'm sure they knew that. Like, how did they not notice? Different heels is unforgivable. Others at least can be considered unintentional mistakes. The needle could have been so dangerous, I'm glad nothing happened. The needle is crazy. As some in their incompetence. All of this isn't a coincidence at all. Someone is trying to deliberately hurt her. If it's only happening to Karina, then don't just fire the stylist, but put them in jail. Oh my god. Not to mention all the long outfits they give her. I'm surprised she hasn't tripped yet. Nayeon from Twice recently also had a wardrobe malfunction at a concert. Though luckily she was wearing safety shorts. So this was Twice's 5th world tour, ready to be in Nagoya, Japan. So here's the clip in question. We see she's wearing like this red skirt. And as she's dancing, it kind of like flips up on her and she has to hold it down. Let's see. So it was during a dance break and she held it down. So once it's commented their anger about the group stylist choosing the short skirt, they also pointed how the incident could have been avoided by making the skirt longer or securing it in place. I mean, maybe it was secured in place, but as things happen, I feel like I'm defending the stylist. I mean, just they're getting like slammed by all these fans, but we don't know what happens behind the scenes. Very well, it might have been secured down, but she is dancing a lot, hence why it like popped off on her. Oh, wardrobe malfunction. Why did they make her wear the skirt that short? But I love how she kept it professional, continuing the dance while holding her skirt. People saying like they need to fire this person. This is a fireable offense. Can you imagine you making a mistake at your job and just let go immediately? And you're just sat there like, was it that serious? Like shit, people make mistakes. Okay, so now we have a little discussion corner because Rise have recently celebrated their 100 days since debut. And someone brought this poster with Sangan's face on it. So I wanted to ask you guys, because we've definitely discussed in the past when it comes to celebrating milestones. Of course, sometimes there are members who were there during a debut that aren't currently there anymore. So how do you celebrate that member when the company kind of is pretending like they don't exist? So is this appropriate? Is this something you would do, or would you err on the side of caution and not do this? You know, he did debut with them. He hasn't been gone that long. Maybe you, no, I was gonna say maybe you already had the poster, but it does say 100 days since debut. Unless you pre-planned it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you knew there would be like a celebration? So you innocently spend a lot of money on this poster in preparation for the 100 days celebration. Man gets kicked out. Not kicked out, but we don't really know where he is right now or what his position is within the group anymore. But you spend money on that poster. Do you A, bring the poster to the fan event despite the fact that he's not there? Or do you leave your poster home? I have so many questions. So discuss in the comments what you would do. Here are some of the comments anyways. He's not even there. Why is she going? Seriously, why? He'll get even more hate like that. But he's still in Rise. Of course she'll go. It's not like he withdrew. As a fan who likes all 7 of them, of course she'd go. What's wrong with bringing your bias slogan there? Even if my bias isn't there, I'm a fan of Rise and I spend my money on their fan meeting. Of course I'll go. What's the issue? Interesting. So I'd love to know what you would do. Because in this situation, I think it's more or less understandable because technically, in all technicality, he was not kicked out of the group. But what if it was like G-Idol or Le Sserafim or I don't know, any other group where someone was kicked out? What would you do? I'm curious. So in terms of K-pop shenanigans, I don't really have any, but I do have a K-pop song of the day, which I think is going to surprise some of you. And it is Chill Kill by Red Velvet. It's surprising because in my end of month review, I basically said that I kind of hated the song. Like, it really wasn't my favorite. It was not at all what I was expecting out of the group, especially after the teasers they revealed. So we start off quite creepy, which is what I thought the comeback would be, like quite creepy. Literally in the corner of my eye, I'm seeing the album cover art, which is just so beautiful. And then the song ends up sounding a lot cuter. I mean, obviously not yet, but you get what I mean. Like, that's cute, right? It definitely wasn't what I was expecting. I think I just saw like one too many TikToks and it was stuck in my head, stuck right in there. And I ended up just falling head over heels for it. I've just been listening to it on repeat. It is one of 6 songs in my playlist. You want to see my playlist? This is my playlist right now. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you that I do indeed like Chill Kill. And I actually predicted that in my end of month review. I'm like, I think this could probably have the potential to grow on me, to be honest, just not right now. And it ended up doing TikTok, I swear to God. Anyways, that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with the friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm going to get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye!